Girls, thank you once again for joining us to the first live stream of the Phillip Scott Show for 2023. We're going to start doing more live streams here, but on these live streams, we'll let you weigh in on these topics. It's a little different than what I normally do on my other platforms. I have a pinned comment actually at the top. It's a StreamYard link. When that time comes, you can come on up. If you want to talk about the topic itself, we'll give the rules for that. Or even if you got, something that you want to discuss with me that's close to the topic, but maybe something I said in the video, some of you ladies, that you just can't stand and you want to have a conversation with me about it, this is your time to do it. Because any other time, you're not going to have access to me. So take advantage when I give you the opportunity to. All right. So I hope y'all doing good on this Friday evening. I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things. These live streams are going to definitely be weekly. I would like to get to the point I can at least do 2 or 3 a week, maybe more in the evening time, right? But we're going to start presenting that more so in 2023. We got a video that we want to look at here. Now, we talk about a lot with the modern women here in America and how they have been given the green light to do whatever the hell they want to do against men in society. If you are a straight-laced, if you are a alpha male, then you are public enemy number 1 in the United States of America. And we talk a lot about, the passport bros, and I got a live stream actually coming about that this week. Because, I wouldn't be me unless I bring balance to the force, right? Well, I'm going to talk about some of the issues that I'm seeing with some people that's kind of getting on my nerves, and especially dudes that are 40 plus and older. Some things I'm seeing because I'm like, y'all kind of blowing the spot up a little bit. And I'll make sure to do that this week. Trust me, when I show it to you, you'll get it. But the video that we want to present today is an issue that goes on in America, is that if men are suffering, when I say DV, you know what I'm talking about, domestic, what I'm talking about. When men suffer DV in America, a lot of times men are laughed at. Men, if they call the police, sometimes the police be like, if they show up, they be like, "Oh, she's just 5'1". She can't really hurt you." That's not the law, sir. It's not about if she can hurt or not. The fact is, she shouldn't have been putting hands on a man, because if he haul off and crown her in her jaw, then you want to put him in jail. So it should go both ways. Oh, you should be able to just take that. I mean, that girl can't hurt you. All those sort of things that's being told to actually incentivize these modern females that's already acting like men. Okay. So that's this video that, I was shared, and we want to go ahead on and just look at this video, in real time on this live stream. Make sure before I get this done, you can join our channel memberships. That's very important. Make sure that you contribute by, donating, super chat, super sticker. We definitely take that. We are a operation here that's trying to speak out about a few things that we've seen in society. A lot of the brothers are appreciated. You know what? Even I'm gonna read actually an email later. I have even a lot of white guys that's writing me and telling me about they women and what they going through. And boy, it's some lengthy emails. Some of these things are definitely being sent on Facebook, and I'll probably read some of that so y'all can just kind of see. It's just not the brothers. It's every group of men. So let me get this set up here. Let me go ahead on and go to my trusty screen here. So just give me a second just to kind of move myself just a little bit here, and we will get up on the screen. All right. So we have this, lady here, isn't she great? Isn't she grand? She's in a man's face. Okay. So the issue that we have right here already is, fellas, a woman should not be in your face like that. No woman should be challenging your manhood. Not a one. When we as men get like this right here in each other's face, we know we about to square off because we that close in each other's face. But we have these modern women. Mark Bruce, appreciate the love offering. Megatunes, thank you for the love offering. Appreciate that. When a woman is in your face like that, she's a man. She's a man. And she's challenging you like a man. And that's problem number one. Let's say if she's in his face like this and she didn't hit him, it won't be long before they do. You understand? Women should not challenge you, men, in no way, shape, or form in an aggressive manner. If she ever get in your face, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? That sort of thing. You need to leave her immediately because she is a man. She's a man. So let's get this started real quick, and we'll stop it at certain junctures. No different than what we do on our other videos normally. But let's go. Now, I turned this down because they were playing copyrighted music, but you can understand the gist of what's going on. He's in his face, challenging him like a man. He did not put hands on her. She's the one that mushed him. You understand? Mushed him back. Now, in her other hand right here, she has a bowling ball because they had the bowling alley. Understand? So they had the bowling alley. She mushed him back. Now, check this out. She crowned him with a bowling ball. Now, when I first saw this, I said, this is aggravated assault at least, but preferably for me, aggravated deletion. You know, we're on YouTube. We can't say those words. That's what I believe it is to me personally. But because he's a black man, she lucky if she get the aggravated assault charge. You understand? She had no problem swinging that ball and hit. Listen, a bowling ball could take you out of here, fellas. And let me tell you something else. That wasn't her first time getting that way with him. You understand? Some of you men like these little toxic females. You like the arguing with them. You like the little fighting with them. Them women gonna be the end of you. Mark my words. Listen to your uncle. Those women is going to be the end of you. They gonna raise your blood pressure already high as it's already raised. If you're black in America, do you know just even this system that you're living in affects you? Your mental health is affected by the racism in this system. I just did a video I'm going to put out on my news channel on the shorts where even your gut health and inflammation is affected by this system. So in the system itself, you being harmed, especially if you're a brother. Then you're dealing with this violent hyena here. Let's continue. Now he's on the ground, and all the dude gonna do is just sit up there and just make comments about it. That's it. Not see if he's okay, not jump up to his rescue, or nothing like that. Just make comments. Let's continue. And I had to censor it because what happens is he lifts his head up, and this dude is covered in blood. Covered, y'all. Covered. Well, she hit him with that bowling ball. And that's is that your queen? Is that your queen right there? They have no problem challenging you like a freaking man. But if he put hands on her first, he going to jail. You understand? Why do you, bro, a lot of black men, why do you feel it's okay for you to, because see, a lot of you have low self-esteem. Why do you feel it's okay to get with a woman like that? Why? You need to feel better about yourself. You need to raise your self-esteem up. You do not need to be with any kind of man. Let me play this first part again. See, this right here should have never happened. That right there should have never happened. No woman is supposed to be in your freaking face. If she's in your face, she's hugging you, she's kissing you, you know, something sweet, not challenging you. And because we have a bunch of beta male simps in our community, they won't check her. This is why a lot of the brothers have said, you know what? I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that. I'm checking out the process. I'm out of here. I'm going overseas. Because I cannot deal with this kind of woman right here in my life. Modern American women are celebrated for committing crimes against men. And it's going to take you men to correct it. Now, some of you men are correcting it by moving with your feet, because that's the way men have always moved. Men have moved all over the world. They went to different countries. They did different things. They even went with different women over time, whatever. Even if they conquered places, they still went with other women. Men have always went different places with different women. Men just feel like they stuck here in America and they can't do nothing for themselves. That's actually something new. Now, immigrants that come to this country, they move around. They don't have no problem. Somebody from Venezuela, look, I saw a story out of Venezuela. They have a whole town down there in Venezuela that have less than 100 people in it right now. It's like a ghost town because everybody left their country to come up here to the United States. If you got these people, immigrants, men and women and children, coming up here because they said they want a job, they want a better life, they leave their family, they leave their friends, they leave their country, they leave everything for a better life. Why some of you men not saying, I'm going to leave for a better life? I'm not telling you to leave for to trick now, because I got a really deep dive on that tricking. I'm not telling you to trick, because that's despicable. If you got to sit up there and get a passport and a plane ticket and a hotel to go trick, then that's lame as hell. It's lame. You can go trick right there. What, Vegas is legal? It's much cheaper. You might well go do it out there if you're going to be tricking. Don't do that. Don't go out there looking lame like you've never been around a woman before and filming the junk. Like I said, I'm flaming them dudes with that next week. That's coming. Because I don't like seeing that. Why I support Passport Bros, the reason why I support it is I want a man to get away from this and get him a wife in somewhere else that's going to appreciate him, that's going to respect him, that's going to honor him, and they can get that. They can get it. But we don't want certain people, because, you know, the bad part about that, for instance, let me give you an example. For a while, because, you know, I like going to Africa. For a while, I didn't go to Ghana. Not because I had a problem with Ghana, but because way too many of the wrong people I kept seeing showing up in Ghana. I don't want to be somewhere with a bunch of wrong people showing up at. And what I'm starting to see with the Passport Bro movement is you starting to have people that make just a little money, but they are not the people you want out there representing the brothers, representing anything. All they're going to do is mess it up. They're going to create laws and all kind of stuff because of those idiots. That's why I'm telling y'all, them little hot spots that some of these guys going to right now, the DR, the Colombias, the Brazils, the Thailand, y'all need to pick somewhere, go somewhere else. If you're a man like that knows how to move in silence, go somewhere else, because them guys are going to ruin it for the rest of y'all. I'm telling y'all from what I'm seeing. Because these countries don't take too kind of foreigners, you know, kind of doing certain things, but I'll deep dive into that. But there are many men with stories like this. Now, we'll open up the panel right now. I know I saw one person down there already. I don't know if they're still there or they ready or etc. Let me see what I got down here, but it's open to anybody that want to come up. Ladies, if you would like to come up and chime in on this, like I said, we will definitely give you an opportunity to do so. Some of you write me about the single mother thing. Hey, this is your time to come talk to me about single mothers. So let me reposition myself here. Just give me a second. Let me get brother Christian in here.
Good evening, Phil. How's everything been today?
It's been good, man. How has it been going?
No, I can't really complain much. Just came fresh out the gym, just making some gains. Basically feeling gassed out. But I tell you, man, I've watched that video before, even before he actually posted this up, and what I saw is just literally despicable. It's absolutely disgusting on like what I saw. And the thing is, why isn't that woman literally in jail? Why didn't she jail by the NYPD and extradited to Nassau County? And for those of you who don't even know where Nassau County is, ladies and gentlemen, Nassau and Suffolk counties, they're part of like the whole Long Island corridor, which is part of the New York City metropolitan area. All right. Why is he booked all the way from New York and transferred it down to literally like Nassau County? Why are the Nassau County prosecutors literally trying to charge this woman that you see on camera? That's the thing that really disgusts me. All right. It frustrates me to the core that homeboy here gets laid out, literally almost got deleted, and almost there was a traumatic situation with him and his family literally nearly crying. And yet this little rampage wad hanging in her that still ran around, just chilling around, watching like her favorite Gossip Girls and all that stuff, and Netflix and all these other things, and all this other tea that she been sipping on, tuning out with her girlfriends, just living life. It's just beyond disgusting to me, and it's just literally beyond tragic to me. And if I was in like a situation like this, and if you remember months ago, I was talking about this woman came by that was like nagging all the time. Mm-hmm. I would never, ever let it get to that point. Like the moment they started literally trying to challenge me the way that like my parents and my sister would do, I would just literally just walk off away and I don't even look back. I wouldn't even do it. And if she tries to literally chase me and try to hit me somewhere, I'll just try to hold her off this way and just defend myself and still walk away. Because I'd be in no mood to literally try and literally just like put hands on her or anything like that. Like the number one most important thing that you should not do. Yes, you should never ever throw your hands at a woman, even if it's in retaliation, unless it's in self-defense. And for the women, what's not being said in this whole ordeal, keep your hands to yourself, especially if you are with the opposite sex. You can't be throwing hands at people literally for no reason. If you got issues and you want to have material you're not really comfortable, just walk away. Just end it. Why you gotta literally escalate literally that far, right? Why you gotta literally be this arrogant to just come by and literally try to challenge him and try to literally beat him up just because you don't like what really happened? Now, I don't really know all the behind the scenes of what's really going on before the video, but it's just completely despicable. And
brother, let me ask you a question. Have you ever had that happen to you?
Never. I would never.
Well, let me tell you a story, brother. I had that happen to me once, long time ago, and it was my son's mom, long time ago, and God. She tried to call herself trying to hit me, and I'm like, that ain't gonna work, She tried to hit me, and I just stopped her from doing it, because I was raised, you don't hit them, you stop them. Right. Well, she tried to, think that she was gonna pick up something, and I say, like a knife. She picked up a knife at the time, and I looked at the thing of dishes. I say, if she come anywhere close, I'm gonna bing her with these dishes. I said, she ain't gonna get it. But her mama jumped in front of her and say, like at the time, she was like, well, if you do that to him, you gonna have to get me. He said, because you're not about to do that to him. That's what her mama said at the time, right?
Thank God.
And well, of course, I'm not with her. Thank God. But I'm saying is, it do happen, and it's just like out of the blue. And at that time period, I was not where I was at mentally. I sometimes I kick myself in the teeth. I say, I don't even know how I was even dumb enough to get in that situation. That's why, the older brothers really got to school the younger brothers so they don't make those type of mistakes.
Yeah, I understand. My nanny, fortunately, she actually was schooling me on game with definitely women like this. And unfortunately, with like the dudes that are literally like high, literally like low self-esteem that aren't even socially aware of this whole ordeal, as I'm still working on now, those are the ones that are literally gonna come by and get radicalized by your Andrew Tate and all these extreme stuff towards women. That's where you see it come because of videos like this, and it's beyond disgusting.
Yeah. So, brother, like, what's your situation? Are you married?
I'm still single, still actually working just to like deal with getting jobs, data scientists, all that stuff. Trying to build basically like a strong portfolio, build more content up in YouTube and LinkedIn. I'll build it up as much as I can, actually try to understand those algorithms and try and see which works and which doesn't. Basically, that's like my number one goal right now.
Well, let me ask you a question. What's holding you back from having a relationship?
Sometimes I've been going out a lot and actually like been socializing as much as I can, but it's actually more so practicing with like social cues because I do actually approach from time to time. But sometimes some women I get interested with, other times they get like saying they're not interested, and the ones that do get interested, and I actually try to talk to, get the numbers, they just don't even see much from time to time. So if that's the case, I just let them go and continue to actually keep improving the best of my knowledge and just trying to continue to work on me.
Yeah, you got your passport?
Yes, I do. Been having it since I was in college.
Country travel to so far?
Um, Definitely Haiti, DR, Jamaica, Peru, definitely Europe, Italy, France, if I'm not mistaken, Aruba as well, Hawaii. I think it's part of the US still, if I'm seeing Canada. Definitely what else if I try to remember, those are the ones that I actually did so far. Trinidad and Tobago as well, Mexico. I remember actually traveling to those places, Brazil also. I remember traveling to those as well. I'm trying to like get as much countries to the best of my knowledge because I've
Okay,
been
so based off of what you're telling me, sound like you in a certain tax bracket.
yeah, and basically grew up in the middle class, you know, like been traveling when I was very young with my parents.
Yeah, yeah. So you basically part of that 64%.
Right.
Well, what I mean by 64%, do you know, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but people that make over $100,000 a year, 64% of them hold U.S. passports.
Yep, that's my parents right there.
That's your
My
parents,
grandparents, my uncles.
parents and your uncles.
Yeah.
You traveling that much? You traveling on your dime or theirs?
Most of it definitely their dimes most of the time because I actually travel with family a lot. So that's how maybe I see all the countries with like the siblings and the uncles and the parents. Mainly travel with them.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Awesome. I know. I think they say those who make $50,000 or more, I think it's like 41 or 42% of
Right.
those people. So the biggest issue with the passport bros of the women is that most of the high earners have passports,
Right.
and they don't want to admit to it. That's why they rather attack you and go in on you, etc. So since you've been around all these different countries and you've been exposed to, I guess, women in these other countries, how does it change your dating in America?
No, I never. I told you about the story with the woman up in DR that has like the single mom with two kids. I actually like hooked up with a couple of them with who were single mothers, and that really brought them a
You got
whole
kids?
perspective. No, I did not have kids,
Why
but I
you
did
hooked up
not.
with a single mother?
No, I hooked up with him, but I did not commit to him.
Oh,
No,
okay. But
no, that's
still,
the
you got
thing.
to
I
be
told you
careful
about.
even hooking up with a single mother because they're already fertile.
Yeah, I know they're very fertile. It's crazy because we were my parents actually my friends and I we were at the villa. You know, they had this little special villa where actually girls came by when they had this little like side piece ordeal with all the hookups and everything came down. Come to find out, the two women that I hooked up with were actually single mothers, actually mothers of two children respectively, and that's how I found out. That's when I'm like, you know what? Nah, I can't really actually take them both seriously at all. You know, because they already have kids, they all from like different people. So why would I even trust that if I don't even have kids of my own self? You know what I mean? So I let
What
them
city?
be.
What city you was going to in DR?
Sasua.
Oh, anytime y'all mention that name, I put my head down. Y'all need to stay out that city.
Yeah, I know that's that. My definitely my family brought me over there. That's I'll hold myself accountable on that. I'll definitely learn my lesson on this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all need to go somewhere else. There's many other cities to go to where they got
Understood.
decent women and women are not on the blade. So, because
Yeah.
even some of them single mothers on the blade out there in
Mhm.
DR.
Yeah, and I learned the hard way. That's why I'm like, you know what? Nah, I can't really take him too seriously. Leave him alone. If I do get myself like one of those serious jobs that I'm actually working toward building, you know, with content creation, I'll know where that will lead to. But hopefully, when things actually just sort of they say out and actually fall in place, I'll definitely be traveling to much smarter countries other than the other countries that are definitely there. You
Well,
know,
I always tell y'all don't sleep on African countries now
I won't.
because I mean Jamaica's great too, but don't sleep on the
Amen.
African countries. There's a lot of beaches on the African continent. And it's your people, like you said,
Amen.
man, we get a lot of love out there. So don't sleep on that. Like a lot of y'all missing out. Like y'all be going to the same places. If I was a single man, I wouldn't be nowhere near Brazil and Colombia and all them other
Mm.
places. You can go to many African countries with a lot of great beaches. I mean, it's true. I can tell you where they at, plenty of them.
Yeah, it's so wonderful. And I know I'm both Haitian Jamaican. I have like a Haitian father and a Jamaican mother. That's how I know the Caribbean so well. But I'm definitely opening into the African kind of see what's really going on. Be more
Yeah.
geopolitical.
But brother, but I appreciate you coming on up. I'm gonna let some of these other people on.
One more thing, the Nerd Chronicles. If you're able to try to look me up, I'll definitely post it on there before you try to clock me up.
Nerd Chronicles.
Nerd Chronicles, one word.
Okay, that's Nerd Chronicles. All right, y'all go look up Nerd Chronicles.
Yeah, Nerd Chronicles.
Any lovely ladies that watch maybe the pick me's because I support the pick me's. If any pick me's want to date you open to it?
Definitely open to it.
All right. So any of you women that's pick me's that take care of yourself, you got a brother here's available.
Amen.
All right, brother. All right. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you if you're on camera, you got to be on camera. Or you're not going to be allowed to come up and let you know that ahead of time. Let me go and also the you can come on the pin comment in the chat that at the top. I see the one, I think 3 different guys. But ladies, we need you to come up too because you should weigh in on this as well. So let me go to the next Kobe. Let's go to him.
What up, Phil?
What's up, Kobe?
Nothing much. I've been watching your show a long time, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been running to a couple of modern day women. I try to shut them down.
Hey man, you got like an echo or something. You may need to turn something down and hear myself.
Oh shucks, I had the TV on earlier. I had you on the other screen.
Well, turn down your TV, brother. I'll put it on mute.
Thought I did. But anyway, these women I meet them at, it'd be like, let's see. I met one of them on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
And I met one of them on an online dating site.
Let me ask you a question. When the last time you met a woman like just you went out to a place like maybe a singles mixer or just you at a restaurant, you some event, like nothing on social media, just meeting a woman out. When the last time you did that?
Let's see. I did that right. That's like before I met my ex-wife.
Okay, how long ago was that?
That was like back in 2017.
So you ain't really met a woman outside of social media since 2017?
Yep, pretty much.
see that's the problem. Like a lot of y'all need to get off of that online dating because it's certified crazies on that online dating.
Yeah, I see that now. My sister tell me that all the time.
Yeah,
she said, I don't. She said, them online dating don't work for everybody.
yeah. I don't know nothing about those platforms, but I just from what I hear, it sounds like it's crazy. Do you have your passport?
Not at the moment, but I'm working on that. I support those the passport brothers myself. So.
Okay.
Not at the moment, but I'm working.
Based on the video you just saw, have you had a woman challenge you like that?
Oh yes, my ex-wife. Yes, my ex-wife. I had to cook that. Yes. Yeah.
What's the story, man?
Matter of fact, I told you about this on Instagram.
Hey, hold on, bro. We still hear that echo. So whatever you need to turn off, you need to turn off. Let me know when you take care of it. Well, I don't hear myself now.
Oh, you don't hear yourself?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, yeah, my ex-wife used to do that all the time. She used to challenge me, and I used to be like, "Look, lady, if you don't leave me alone."
Hold on, let me say something, brother. Do me a favor. I mean, like, can you do me a favor, like maybe today or tomorrow?
All right, what's up?
Man, if you don't go change that battery in that smoke detector.
And the smoke detector.
You don't hear that beeping in the background?
Ain't no beeping over here.
Man, it's been beeped multiple times. Even people in the chat just talk about that smoke detector. You probably don't even hear it no more.
I don't hear it. I don't know.
Now, y'all in the chat, y'all know good and well y'all heard that smoke detector, right? Let me know. If we catch it again, put it in the chat. Because I don't think he has smoke. Because some people, a lot of that smoke detector.
Nah, everything quiet on my end.
Yeah, well, check your smoke detector, bro. But anyway, continue. Okay, she got in your face and did what?
Yeah, she just, she used to do stuff like that, like with that video talking about, stuff like that. And like I told you, she in prison now for assaulting a police officer. So
Whoa. She assaulted a cop?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How she did that?
I don't know. Like I said, the Lord was with him.
Oh man. So basically you felt that you was married to a man?
Huh?
You felt you was married to a man?
Well, she want to act like a man, but I told her you not. So,
So technically she was a man. She basically acting like a trans woman.
yeah.
Man. Ooh. Boy, that's crazy right there. So how long she's in prison?
She been in there for like she been in there almost a year now.
Okay.
She got about 3 years. So
on her JPay?
nah, if she ever try to message me or anything, I block her. I don't talk to her. I don't bother her or nothing like that. So
You had no kids with her? Oh, look. I just heard it. I heard it. I heard that beat. Now don't tell me you didn't hear that.
Nah, I'm so serious. I don't hear nothing over here.
You are used to hearing the beeping of a dog. Man, bro, go get you a 9-volt battery and change that smoke detector. That's to save your life in case of a fire happen in the house at night. That thing will beep and you can go out there and save your life, man. Change that smoke detector. Now I expect that out of them single mothers, not a brother.
Oh Lord. I guess that's my brother playing with the computer.
No, that's a smoke detector, brother.
Oh Lord. I don't hear no smoke detector.
Go get that. Yeah, you ain't got used to it. Boy, that thing been beeping over a year having it.
Now, only time it beats unless I cook something.
Okay. All right. Well, just do me a favor. Get your 9-volt battery and change it, okay?
I got you. I got you.
All right. Because that's not a good look, my brother. Because the single mothers do that, but we don't expect our brothers to do that.
Oh Lord.
What do you do for a living, brother?
I'm a truck driver. I used to drive over the road, but I do locally now.
You local? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So truck driver, local driver. You should be making it with 6 figures, correct?
Pretty much. I'm up there.
You up there? All right.
I own 3 cars.
Okay. Cars aren't assets. Cars are actually liabilities. How much you have invested into any stocks, ETFs, mutual funds, or things like that?
Well, I'll be honest with you on that. I ain't got nothing put up on there, but I got some money put up on my savings. So
okay, all right. Now you got 3 cars. How many trucks you own? I'm talking about 18-wheeler.
Yeah, I just drive for a company. I don't drive for no like myself, not yet. But
okay, yeah, because this is the thing, brother. I mean, unless you got a wife at home and you need 2 cars, what do you need 3 cars for? I say have one good vehicle.
Yeah,
right? One good vehicle. Like I said, I say even get a newer vehicle. Hell, I believe in getting a car like a vehicle on a lease because I like to change my cars all the time. So I get it on a lease, don't pay a whole lot on my note. And then I just keep a new car all the time. That's it. That way I don't gonna be worried about that doggone beeping doggone it. Well, I can change my cars all the time. So yeah, if you gonna drive trucks, you need to be an owner operator, at least, in my opinion. That way you can make the money.
Yeah, well, I played the lottery trying to start off my trucking business.
Did you say you played the lottery? What you mean, the actual lottery, or you mean just invested into your business?
Like, I was trying to play the lottery because I was trying to win some money so I can go to the African continent. I'm tired of America anyway.
No, do you know people who are rich don't play the lottery?
No, they don't.
And they got the money to play. They can go buy 10,000 scratch offs if they want to. They don't play the lottery. You know why? Because the lottery is for poor people or a poor mentality.
Yeah.
if you would take $10,000, for instance, on my board right now, I got some ETFs I can give you. Go get your account and get SDIV, KBWD. They pay monthly dividends. Then go get you VOO, QQQ, and VT. All those are ETFs where you invest in the many companies. Now, those last three I gave you pay quarterly dividends. Invest your money in something like that, brother. Instead of that lottery, you're not, because at least right there, you're gonna get dividends every month. Or two of them will give you every month. The other three is every quarter. ETFs, you invest in multiple companies. Actually, you can build a retirement off of investing like that way. The lottery not gonna give you crap. I'm telling you, it's a waste of money and time. As a black man,
I see that. I see that. That's probably why a lot of people don't win it.
Yeah, because it's meant to take money from poor people. Ain't nobody rich gonna do that when they can go invest their money or invest their money in real estate. Or, like I said, you talking about Africa, man, go buy you some apartments over there, because apartments is shoot, man. The amount of money you had spent on them cars, you could have actually bought you an apartment, flip it and make it an Airbnb, hire a company to manage your place, and now you got some money coming in from the African continent. Because like I said, that's what I'm about to do next over there. Like I said, I went some places. I'm gonna do a real estate tour in some other places, and I'm ready to start getting it in, brother.
Oh yeah,
this place is not good for no black man.
Oh hell no!
Look how the women treat us, and look how the system treat us as brothers.
Oh yeah, I say that. I be ranting about that every day. I be like, man, we ain't got no rights in America. I was matter of fact.
So since we know we don't have no rights in America, we need to do something about it as black men.
That's why I was telling everybody. I mean, like matter of fact, I ain't watched your news channel earlier when he was talking about the reparation thing. I'm like, man, when they give us reparation, I'm out of America.
I'm not gonna wait on no reparation to do anything. I mean, they can give me my reparation in my account like they did that stimulus. Wherever I'm at, they can get it. I'm not holding nothing back, waiting on no reparation. I ain't doing it. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I get the reparation, then I add to what else I got going on. So don't hold your breath for no reparation. That's not what a man's supposed to do.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you go ahead.
All right, brother. I appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, y'all got to change them doggone smoke detectors, y'all. Is for you. Save your life. Save your life. One person say speak for yourself. I don't know what that means. Yeah, but I'm not gonna hold out. I mean, why would I hold out and wait for reparations? Yes, I believe in fighting for reparations, but I'm not gonna hold myself out and wait for it. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's not what men's supposed to do. Men's supposed to, do what they gotta do. And if you get it, we get it. Great, awesome. I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna enjoy it, but I'm gonna continue to do what I gotta do now. Marcus at the bottom. If you're on camera, I don't know what in the world you got going on back there. I don't know what that's going on down there, but I'm not gonna put that on my stream. That don't even look right with what you got going on. So let me kick that one out. Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Thank God we screened. That's why you gotta be on camera. Make sure you click the link if you like to come up and talk. Say just you say you just chilling, eating a sandwich. That's what it looked like, y'all. Industrial. I'm like, what in the hell was that? As I was saying, that's why I make people get on camera ahead of time. I check things out, and if you're not right, I'm kicking you out. All right, y'all see a name down there? What's your name? You're muted.
Hi, Phil. How you doing today?
I'm fine. Mad Marks, 1983. I appreciate your world class, brother. Phil. I appreciate you for that comment. What's on your mind, man?
Yes, I saw you're doing I like your podcast. Excellent job about providing like a detailed analysis of how you compare African nations, African nations have 54 countries, right? And
hold on. This isn't that particular show or podcast. We're talking about women, modern women in America that gets away with, abusing men, and they're celebrated in relation to that. So are you gonna,
Oh
you have
yeah,
something to say about that?
sure. I'll say it, yes. I mean, I didn't see the video beginning; it was kind of late, but I saw like when you pause, right? How the woman was very close to the man, like almost as if she's about to get ready to like punch him like very hard, and it's very. I've never seen. Yeah, I'm seeing. There are times I've seen women get very upset, frustrated, aggressive, but I've never seen a woman come in contact to a man as if she's getting ready to fight, or has her fists ready. Never seen this before, never. And yeah, I'm just surprised on what you stated before on your previous previous podcast about the modern woman, how today's modern women are so feminine, how they don't need a man. So by not having a man, which to agree, I agree and disagree, but I understand why they think
Okay,
they.
you say you agree and disagree. What do you disagree about? Well, let me ask you a question. Have you seen those kind of women in your particular community?
In my particular community, but I'll tell you this: I've seen the one
No,
that
I'm asking you, have you seen it? I'm
um
talking about Asian women.
Asian woman. Personally, I have not experienced one, but I would say I have witnessed one maybe on your previous podcast before.
Oh, would you personally never seen an Asian woman be aggressive?
No, but I do know. But I'll tell you what I know about this. What I know is that Asian woman in America, I'll say Asian American woman to be exact,
Okay.
they are more likely to divorce their husbands than Asian women abroad. But I know the trend is changing because a lot of the Asians in Asia over there are changing their mindset. They're coming more. I mean, I don't like to use the word westernized, but it's becoming more westernized in the thinking, culture, food, um, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with women. I'll say women being independent, but when they go very extreme, trying to control men too much, yeah, it becomes an issue. Because I know men, they like you said on your podcast before, men are the leaders. They're leaders. They bridge the structure. They lead. So everything needs to be in a house in order. Although I don't agree with like what you said before, but I understand.
Okay, what did I say you didn't agree with?
Okay, so okay, because I trust me, I'm sure you're aware that when I commented after your podcast, I'm pretty sure the post got deleted. So I'll try not to be controversial because I know you're gonna delete it. I mean, anyways, because you don't want
Well,
people
you're
to go.
talking to me straight, so you gonna get it in raw form. So what you disagree with?
Okay, so I'll say this. So I understand why women need to submit to their men, why they
Mm-hmm.
need to like cook, clean, read to their kids, feed
Mm-hmm.
them, clean the house, right?
Correct.
Because women, they know how to be women, and if they try to act men by themselves, it's very difficult because the father is not around. Whereas like men, they're leaders, they're breadwinners, they bring home bacon, they're entrepreneurs, so they have the house in order. And what I disagree is that that's true that women, yes, women do need to learn how to cook, how to give their kids baths, how to clean, how to keep the house in immaculate order, making sure that the house is clean and makes the dinners ready before their man comes home after late at
Oh,
work.
okay, so the audience is saying get to the point where you disagree with.
Okay, because well, like I said, Phil, I know you pretty well, watching over you over time.
No, you don't. No, 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 no. You
Okay.
probably watch me. You don't know me. We never met each other.
I mean, I didn't
We
say that.
haven't
What I
hung
mean,
out. You
don't
don't
take
know
this out
me,
of
but
context, right? I mean, don't take this out of context. Please understand, because I know you're very smart. You tend to listen very, very carefully. You ask a lot of questions. You take notes.
okay, okay.
So,
What you disagree with? I'm trying to get to the point what you disagree with.
well, I know if I disagree with, it's going to be deleted anyway. So I know that.
You're talking to me face to face, like
Okay,
everybody's watching. Say
I
what you
know they're
disagree
watching.
with.
Yes, I know because I know they're watching because there's some women in the comment section who are watching very carefully. So I'll try to put this in a nice and professional way as much as possible. Okay.
Okay.
So what I disagree with is that that a man should. What I disagree is that when you said that there's no such thing as 50-50. Man needs to do everything for their woman, which I kind of disagree, but
Mhm.
I understand your like point of view. I get it because
What is my point of view if you understand it?
what I understand because you understand that man, like you said, like men, they're about order, right? Everything needs to be in order because men are disciplinaries, right? Whereas women, they're more like feminine, how to be kind, how to be sweet. Because as men, they're competitors, right? So that's the part I think I somewhat disagree with,
Okay,
but
let
I
me ask you a
understand.
question. Well, let me
Yeah,
ask you a
sure.
question. Since you disagree, I'm just ask questions.
I mean, somewhat, not to a total.
But no, I got questions. You
Yeah,
disagree.
sure.
So because other people may disagree with me as well. So we
Sure,
can
yeah.
get this out right now.
Okay.
Are you half of a man?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm a man. I know who I am. Oh, I know my orientation very well, of course.
Okay. Now I didn't mention orientation. I just say, are you half of a man? So why is it wrong? Listen, this is what I say. This is what I will repeat
Sure.
again.
Okay.
Women was created by the Lord to
Right.
be a help meet, to assist, right?
Right. Not to do
So,
everything for a man.
so hold on. So let's say a man can't pay all the bills, right?
Right.
But the man at least minimum should be paying 75 at least
Mm-hmm.
75% of the bills. Like this. Let's say he paid the most expensive bills, like the rent of the mortgage. He paid the car notes, he paid the insurance, the most expensive bills. And let's say if she's helping him, she can pay the smaller bills,
Mm-hmm.
the most inexpensive bills. If you're gonna do it like that, it's still the man doing the bulk of everything, right?
Right.
And if a woman don't want to assist, then you scale back the lifestyle so you can't afford to pay for everything.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But from my experience and what I've seen about women, it is dangerous to depend on women for many reasons. One, women get tired.
Yes.
They cannot do what we do as men. They could try, but they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, they get pregnant. Number three, certain amounts of stress makes them sick, mess up they whole, menstrual cycle, all kind of things that happens to women with too much stress. Women cannot deal with stress like men. If women feel too much stress, the first thing they'll say, well, you should be paying the bills. Why I gotta be doing all that? Most women want to be at home with their children.
Yes.
And some of them, they want to work because they want to, not because they have to.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking at your woman and say, well, you need to pay half of these bills because I, as a man, can't afford everything, so you need to pay half. That's where you get a woman who will not submit to you, who will not respect you. You can do what you want to do in your life. I just know how women are. I
Right.
know how it moves. Even the rest of the world, even in Asian countries, you know that it's no 50-50.
Oh, I know that. I'm aware, but I'll say this
Okay.
from yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So why are you even against your own? Well, let me ask you. Where you from? Taiwan? Where you from?
Well, like, Phil, good guess. You know who I am exactly. You've seen me before on one of your podcasts.
When things come to me, because I talk to a lot of people. Okay, in Taiwanese culture, do the men take care of the bills, or is it 50-50?
Okay, so historically speaking, it was men taking care of the bill, but times have changed to a degree, but it's very slowly, which I know for a fact.
So in Taiwan, it's 50-50? Is
Well,
that the norm?
Taiwan, it's not exactly 50-50, but I would say it's kind of more like a man providing 50, like 70, kind of like a man providing like 64%, women providing 40%, because more women in Taiwan are getting education and they're becoming independent, but they still need a man.
Okay. So basically, what I'm saying is an agreement with the majority of Taiwanese culture.
To an extent, yes, but not a majority, especially with the younger
Well, of course, the young
generations.
people gonna do something different, of
Well,
course.
of
But we're
course,
talking
right.
about right now, 2023. The majority of men are running Taiwan, minus the president. She's a woman,
Yeah, I know.
but the
She's a woman. I
majority of
know. Trust me.
men are taking care of business.
Yeah, but
Okay.
last time, but Phil, but last one. Yeah, excuse me. Sorry. Last time when I went to Taiwan, I see both, or a balance of male and female businesses, especially like food courts in Taiwan. So there's almost about but not like in America. About equal number of women and men running businesses, about equal. But still, it's still more men running the operations in Taiwan, but it's changing slowly.
Yes, because men run the world, period. Every country, men run the world. That's just bottom line. Without men, because men were put here to run the world. Remember, women are the help meets. They don't supposed to be doing all the heavy lifting, building the skyscrapers, building the airports, building the airplanes, like I say, even with the military thing, I know women could be in the military, but I'm old school. I believe they shouldn't be on the front lines like that because they get captured. My God, what these other men gonna do to them?
But you understand you understand the female vets. They're trained how to use weapons, how to use an AK-47. Because I'm pretty sure
yes, they can. They can learn how to do everything, but let's call it what it is. Mano y mano on the battlefield. When them weapons go out, who you think gonna win that fight?
Yeah, that's a great point. But
I'm saying that because I got daughters. I don't want my daughters on a freaking front line and on military.
Right.
I don't want that. Then you hear these stories in the U.S. military of women being violated by these other soldiers constantly.
All right.
And they do nothing about it. I wouldn't dare want my daughters in the U.S. military.
Yeah, I myself don't want to be in the military. I myself don't want to be in the military service either. Myself, I'm not a big proponent of the military, and especially when it comes to colonizing like other countries outside of America. I'm not a big proponent of the military, but I understand.
Okay, but just to wrap this up, I got two other people trying to come on.
But,
so you disagree? You disagree with me? It wasn't that bad, was it?
I mean, it's not that bad, but I do want to ask you one rhetorical question. Okay, so you said it's the majority of men who run businesses, right? So let's put a scenario. Let's put this hypothetically speaking. Okay, let's say that your brothers went to the hospital to see a nurse, right? These are people going to need medical care, right? And let's say the sister takes care of the men at the hospital, right? And by the way, the sister nurses are paid too, right? And let's say the female nurses boycott the hospitals or leave because of racism, white supremacy, they're being treated horrible, not getting promoted. So what's going to happen if the black men go to the hospitals and then they don't see black female nurses? So who's going to create jobs for female nurses? Because majority of nursing is 75%. I used to work in a hospital setting myself. I see with my eyes every day. So of course, black women can also open businesses when it comes to nursing. I've seen it before. So of course, your brothers will need nurses from the sisters. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to figure out this hypothetical. I mean, if you worked in the medical field, then the majority of nurses are white women, and that's done by design.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying where I work at, because I know it's from your experience is different from mine, which is fine, which I understand. But the ones I work with are majority non-white. I'll put it this way.
Well, they Filipino, black, and Latino.
So I knew that majority are black, almost even number of Filipinos, but very few, like I said, very few non-black nurses, very few.
I'm trying to understand this scenario. Like, why did you bring up the medical field and what that had to do with men running anything? I'm
not saying men. I'm just saying, like, for example, right? Because I know majority of men, if not all of them, majority of men are not in like nursing, right? They're not in salon. I mean, so there's some, of course, right? But think about it, right? Because I'm pretty sure, Phil, I'm sure you're very smart, you're very wise. When you go to a salon, when you go to nursing, or when you see a nurse practitioner, of course you're gonna find women running the practices, right? Because
hold on, let me stop you. I have no issue with women being nurses, doctors. They can be whatever they want to be.
Oh, I know, I get that. I'm saying like let's say like, okay, because I'm just saying that there's some nurses don't want to work for a hospital forever. They want to open their own business.
Okay, and they can.
Clinic. Right. So I'm just saying that what I'm trying to say is that, okay, maybe I'm not being clear in the beginning or in the middle. What I'm trying to say is that women could be good business owners as male business owners.
Sure, they can. Yes, they can. But men create the opportunity for that to happen. Like, for instance, my wife is a cake artist, and she's about to open up her storefront, right?
Right.
Well, if I didn't build what I built and invested money, and with her gifts that she has and the things now, it would not put her in a position where she's got enough clientele where she's ready to start opening up a storefront. Mm-hmm. My wife got her own business.
Oh yeah, I know that.
I got mine. I have no issue with women doing something. I'm just saying that men need to make sure they take care of their business. That's it. Of course. That's all. But anyway, man, I'm gonna have to go ahead and go, man. I got other people waiting on the line, but thank you. All right, let me go ahead on and get who's the next person. Buckhorse, you the next person. All right, let me go ahead on and get who's the next person. Buckhorse, what's up, bro?
Hey, Dr. Phil, how you doing, man?
I'm good. You all right?
Man, I'm good, man. I ain't doing nothing, man. Dr. Phil, just up in the house chilling, man. Just listening to you, whatever. Just got finished eating dinner and everything, man.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Awesome. What's on your mind?
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Phil, I wanted to chime in. Actually, what happened was that I came out of a relationship with a child's mother. Well, allegedly a long time ago. It was like the child was 14 years of age. And I ended up going up in the courtroom downtown, and the judge said that you have been excluded as the father after 14 years. And then the deputy clerk, she came back and she was like, do you want any reparations? Which the judge asked me twice. The second time I told the judge, Your Honor, I can spell reparations backwards. I told the judge that I don't want no reparations because I don't feel as though that I need to hurt this child. This child has not did nothing wrong. It's her mother. And I told the I told the judge that I just wanted to go home and get in my bed. Dr. Phil, I was very, very hurt.
Hold on, brother.
The whole courtroom down,
brother,
and said that
brother, stop.
Everybody need to leave out my courtroom. Because I'm tired of cases like this coming in. And it hurted me, Dr. Phil. I ain't gonna lie. So when it come down to some of these American black females,
brother, can you let me ask some questions?
Huh?
Can I ask some questions? And you need to turn down the thing because I'm hearing myself.
I can hear you.
I said no. Turn down whatever you listen to because I hear myself.
Oh yes, sir.
Okay, I got a question. Were you paying child support on this child?
No, sir. Didn't have to. Nope. I always took care.
Okay, so why would they ask you if you wanted reparations?
No, they asked me did I want any retribution. Which
retribution. Okay, well, why would they offer you retribution?
Huh?
Why would they offer you retribution?
Because they felt as though that, because I had already been taking care of the child, and doing my jiggy the right way. And they was just like, the judge, it was a Caucasian female judge. She asked me, would you like to have any type of retribution behind that? And I told the judge no. Because
so you were taking care of a child that wasn't yours or you thought was yours?
Yeah, actually, DNA came back. You have been excluded as the father. Yes, and she was 14, Dr. Phil. Yeah, it was a real turning point up in my life.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I would want every dime that judge say I'm supposed to get back.
I just didn't want to hurt the child. In the name
you're not hurting no child getting your money back. You dealing with that mother.
I know.
Ain't got nothing to do with that child.
I know. Hey, Dr. Phil, it damn near destroyed me. I ain't gonna lie. It took me a long time.
Well, I get it, but because you're trying to destroy me, I gotta go ahead on and get whatever the judge say I gotta get.
You know what, Dr. Phil, I ain't gonna need lie. I just didn't have the heart up in me to hurt that child like that because I knew that the child, and I loved her with everything. I just knew that she had to go to school. I wanted her to go to college, and I didn't want to destroy the mother.
What that got to do with you being deceived by the mother?
You know what, Dr. Phil, my whole family, including females in my family, man, they jumped on me about that hard.
I bet you, and they should have.
Yes, they did.
And you still didn't listen?
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, Dr. Phil, but at the end of the day, though, I'm so proud of myself off that level because now the child, she done went to school. She's doing much more better. But the only problem is that I don't have no handle to her because the judge told me you're no longer to be up in contact with her or the mother, or you know how they go. We're going to lock your dumb ass up, y'all.
Well,
Yeah.
did you have a
Real
lawyer,
story.
sir?
No, actually, I didn't even, at that point in time, Dr. Phil, I didn't even have no attorney with me or whatever.
Yeah, because no attorney
I think
would
that's
allow
why
you
I
to
made
do
a
that.
mishaps at.
Yeah, so those of you listening, if you're going to go to any family law court, you need an attorney, period. Don't represent yourself. You're going to get railroaded every time.
I know now.
Yeah, life is about hindsight. So, yeah, man. Well, shoot. Yeah, good. Like I said, all I gotta say is, you still have a relationship with the child?
That's the problem right there. After that, she actually, when I tried to, sneak in and swivel in or whatever, she knocked the Instagram down, knocked the Facebook down, and she went to go deal with another female. You know how they go.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and at that point in time, my daughter was trying to tell me that my mommy doing some extra little nefarious things or whatever. She showed me this. But at the same token, I'm thinking that I'm Billy Go Rough, and I'm thinking that I can get past all this, but eventually in that courtroom, man, I'm just gonna let the brothers know, man, it's always good to get a DNA test, man. Do that. No matter what the consequence is, get that DNA test, because you don't want to end up like me
it should
14 years
every
later.
man should, if he, like I said, if you are
Yeah.
unsure the
Yes,
child,
sir.
about that child or whatever, you should definitely get a DNA test. But brother, I appreciate you coming on, brother.
Hey, thank you, Dr. Phil. I appreciate
All right, appreciate you. Lord Jesus, y'all don't y'all go in nobody's courtroom and like that. If you find out the child's not yours, and you ain't listen, that's that brainwashing that come from these women. You're hurting the child. No, I'm not hurting the child. The child is the one that's the victim out of this, and me. I want to get at you. You the one did me wrong. But let me go to our brother Katari here. Katari, what's going on, brother? You muted.
Side note, I see children where I work at all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. They always want to wave at you and say hi. Black children. And I know they go to school. When from high school to adulthood, you forget how to talk. I don't understand that. You don't know how to create a paragraph and make something make sense. Because I see children at a young age. I don't understand that. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. So basically what I was wanting to ask you, you came up, right? So you saw the video initially, have you dealt with an experience like that with any woman?
I can tell you a story when I was younger.
Okay.
This is junior high. No. Yeah, junior. My girlfriend at the time, she was in track and field. She's a very, very strong woman at the time,
Okay.
my girlfriend. One time, now people that see her, they were scared of her. When she was with me, she treated me like submissive, nice, never got mad at me. But one time when I was messing with her in the hallway waiting for the bus to go to school, I was arguing with her about nothing. She went down, she did so fast I couldn't even see her. She went down, grabbed my ankles and flipped me. But that's another story. I think a lot of things people don't want to say about Black America right now and how things we're in right now. They don't want to, if you put women in charge of raising their children, and these going to be the future men and women in the make a family, right? And you put just the women in charge of them, but nobody want to blame the women for the problem. They won't say there's no good men, but you're raising the men. That's a side note. Please ask me a question now. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, children need their father. They need their father and their mother in their life. They need both.
Here's a side note. My daughter came to me, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm talking to her, and she telling me about whatever. And she told me, I need to watch what I'm saying to her. And I said, I cursed at the time. I said, who are you to tell me I need to watch what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm still feeding you. Now, she's 17 years old now, and that's cool and everything like that, right? But then she gonna call me later on and tell me she chose an alternate lifestyle too. On top of that, I say, hold on a second, I can't have grandchildren because you went to California when you was younger, and now you come back like this because I wasn't there with you. How you gonna tell me when you was younger, I think I'm like this, and you get this age, you know how I feel about it, and think it's gonna be cool with me? It's not gonna be cool with me. I want to say what she said.
Hold on. So your daughter basically told you she's a lesbian.
No, bisexual. It's basically the same thing to me.
Yeah. Same thing.
She gonna tell me she's bisexual, right? And then she telling me I said, I didn't raise you that way. Your last name is Young. My grandma won't hear that. You went out there with your mother because your father wasn't there, and now this is what you're doing now. And you gonna come to me, and then you gonna tell me I need to watch what I say? I said, you ain't my blood no more. Now I ask people, am I wrong for saying that? I don't think so.
Well, we just, as a father, as of one father to another, your children are going to do things that's going to make you upset. They're going to say things that just piss you off. They may say things that's even disrespectful. I just think that it may be just sometime a time of cooling off. You know, sometimes you just got to love people from a distance for a little bit, then come back because it's still your child. You know, even
it's my child.
Huh?
It's still I know she's still my daughter, but it's the thing.
Yeah. What I'm saying is,
talk to your mother that way. Her mother called me all the time saying how she talked to her. Right. I'm not the one.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying put up with disrespect, but I'm saying is, you know, now you by grown, and if you're gonna disrespect me like that, then you know we gonna just you know hold off a little bit until you get some respect. Because if you talk to me that way, I'm about to go back in on you. You know.
Oh, yeah, that's story for you.
Now with the lifestyle deal, unfortunately, we can't make them do anything we want them to do. Unfortunately, we have no control over our children here now. In other countries, Asian countries, African countries, whatever, Arab countries, the parents got control. What the parents say means a lot. But in America, we don't have no say so in this wicked land. And that's just the unfortunate part. You know, be honest with you, you know, sometimes as fathers, you wish you would even pick your daughter's husbands, right? Because, you know, we know better. We know if guys, you know, is good or not, right?
It's way more blacker than that.
Whoever.
It's way more blacker than that. Here's another example from the same mother, got divorced. Stepson, raised him since he was 3 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
I sent him to college and everything. Paid for everything from so I got him the soccer. I got him the band. He went to college in band, right? He found this girl in school, right? He come down, they going to fly back to California to see his mother, right? I see the girl, I see him. He don't introduce me to the girl, right? I say, hold on a second, Tyler. You don't think I'm your father no more? He said, no. Because his father, his real father, after you make the bread, he want to come back into his life. Now he don't know who I am. I said, you know what I said to him? It's okay, man. I can make another you. I don't put up with it.
And this is why a lot of men today say they don't want to be a stepdaddy.
I raised since she was 3.
It don't matter.
I know.
A lot of men today say they don't want to be a stepdaddy because no matter what, you're not the biological father. You're not.
I pulled it when I was younger. When I was my stepfather was in the army, and I pulled that. And I was a fool. I was in Germany bomb holder. You're not my daddy. I didn't even know my daddy. I'm gonna tell you how you're not my daddy. I don't know my daddy, how he is.
Yeah. Just being a stepfather a lot of times is a very thankless job. And you're disrespected a lot of times in the end. This is why a lot of men today say, I'm not being a stepdaddy because I'm not going to be treated and abused in that manner. And your story right now just kind of reiterates why men don't want to be a stepdaddy. So ladies, that you hear this story right now, do you see why I say the things that I say? This is a prime example of why I say what I say, what this brother is saying right there. Been raising kids at 3 years old, doing the best for them, and then still being disrespected.
Yeah. I know you're shorting about this. You're about women that dog out men or violence against men, that kind of thing. Oh, my homeboy down the street, where used to be, he came in one time, his face scarred up. You know what I'm saying? From his girl. And he won't come to me and crying because she don't want to work. And she don't have to work. You won't be in charge of the house. She cried. He got scarred all the way down like a cat shot, something like that, you know. And she did it for no reason. They went to a vacation in Florida, and she didn't do him like that. And he come to me crying about how she don't want to do this and how she don't want to do that. I'm like, man. But she act. I don't say the word, but you don't want to say. But I appreciate you talking to me.
I appreciate you, brother. Like I said, I definitely appreciate you. And man, you have a good evening.
I'm definitely
And
going to
have you
join
ever
right
been to
now.
therapy?
Huh?
Have you ever been to therapy?
Therapy?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, well, some of the situations you deal with, it'd probably be good to kind of just express yourself a little bit more in a therapy session.
I tell you what,
it's okay for brothers to go to therapy. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. I know
No.
myself, and I stand on what I say. When I tell my children something, I mean that. I don't need to have therapy to have a strong will about something that you're not going to do that around me. You're not going to talk to me. No.
That's not has nothing to do with disrespect.
Wait. I got remarried. I'm remarried. I met me an Ethiopian woman this 2 months ago. I'm married.
Okay,
now.
so you went to Ethiopia and met her?
No, she's still there. I gotta get it over here, but yeah.
So when you moving over there?
She bringing it here, which is bad. I know you're gonna say it's a bad idea. I know you're gonna say it's a bad idea. I can't even. I can see my face and see you. Oh man,
her
I got to sell my house and move.
You need to move yourself to what city is she in? Addis?
No, she's in Bahrain right now, and she's from Ethiopia. She's Ethiopian.
Okay. You either need to be moving to Bahrain or you need to be moving to Addis Ababa somewhere. Don't bring her back here. If you want that Ethiopian woman to get ruined, bring her back here. You be having another story to tell me too. When she get ruined, come in here.
I know what you're saying.
Please, brother, don't bring her here. Don't keep her over there. Have you been to Addis Ababa?
Not yet.
Okay, go. It's a capital city. It's a nice city. It has a lot of amenities. Okay. Is she Ethiopian citizen?
Yeah, she's Ethiopian.
Okay. Did you marry her in Ethiopia?
Did
you marry her
in Bahrain?
Oh man, I wish you'd have married her in Ethiopia, because you could have got worked on your Ethiopian citizenship.
I was thinking, I guess.
Yeah, man. You need to see if you can get a citizenship or something, but don't bring her back here. Bring her to Addis or wherever else. Don't bring her here if you want to keep her. That's the only thing I'm saying. You don't
Jesus. Don't want to keep her. She gonna run off. Well, I think I said, should I sell my house? She said, no.
She'll become these modern American women. That's all that's gonna happen.
I met Ethiopian people that are here, and one thing I know from the ones that are here, there's some that work at like the 7-Eleven down the road from my house. They don't talk to you. They like hear your stuff and go. Ain't no conversation. I don't see how they even interact with American women because I never seen that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure their husbands.
But their women become, even though they may not be hanging with American women all the time, their women still turn into the society. Okay. I've had conversations with Ethiopian people. I can talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And the Ethiopians here versus the Ethiopians there is night and day. Because I've been to Ethiopia. It's night and day. So you need to keep your wife over there. Move over there. Just some advice, my brother.
Good advice. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. I appreciate you. Hey, don't y'all bring y'all new wife here. You crazy. How many times I didn't preach to y'all not to do that? Apocalypse now. You got. I see you back there. You on baby duty, brother. I see you on baby duty.
Yes, she is giving me trouble right now, and I'm trying my best to keep her calm. She's gonna start talking as soon as I start talking. She does this all the time. What's good though?
Girl the same way.
Yeah, she's a mimic, and she think it's funny. She slaps me. She's very violent, not in the way that they doing it now in public, but I'm getting under control though. What's good though, family?
Yeah, she good. Like I say, I love little girls, man. Oh, I wish I'd have had more of them. I love little girls. I know my cousin just had her little baby girl, and I'm like, oh, I was so happy just to hold her the other day. I love little baby girls. Yeah, brother. So what's on your mind? I know you saw the video at the beginning. What you think about that?
Okay, so I kind of came on late because I was watching Scary Movie with the wife, so I didn't get to see the movie. I just seen that you was live, so I was like, I tuned in. I saw you was talking. I hit the chat, and I was like, it's a link here. And I was like, oh, I've been on this before, so I just clicked it. See if I can chop it up with you a little bit. What's the topic?
Oh, okay. Well, have you ever? You say you married? How long you been married?
Okay, so don't do it. So we're not by Western terms married, but we've been together 10 years. Yeah, I call her my
Define
wife
what
and
you
feel like
mean by not Western terms.
like we don't have a marriage certificate in a ring, but we dedicated ourselves to one another by what we learned in the Bible.
Do she want a marriage license?
Yeah, and I want one too, but well, no, not that, but you know what I'm saying? It's like
There's
we want to do
financial
it the right
benefits
way.
to that. I mean, I'm not gonna be with somebody. Listen, this was my rule. I
Yeah.
won't be if I don't know what I want to do with you in 6 months, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So it's no way I could be with just me. I could be with a woman 10 years and have a family and not, not because let's call it what it is. Either you're single or you're married.
Well, by them, I'm definitely by what they say. They would say single, but the way I carry myself, I treat her like that because that's what I'm gonna do. I just don't want to do it here, if you know what I'm saying.
So where do you want to do it?
Outside the States. I don't want to do it here because the way that they do it here, definitely want to go back to Africa. So that's a work in progress because I seen one documentary. I seen a few, but one in particular.
So go like to a nice Christian church or something like that and get married.
I don't know how I feel. I don't even know. It's kind of like with baptism, right? Like I wanted all of us to get, baptized, but it's like you can't just have everybody hands put on you because, a lot of people come off as holy just because they might believe so. But you know what I'm saying? You baptized me, so I don't know what you baptized me under because I don't know what you is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't really worthy of the title that they have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just real skeptical about a lot of places
but
now.
Do your wife, let me ask you a question, but do your wife feel like, I mean, because I know how just women are like that. I've been married 11 years with my wife, right?
Yeah.
We going on Lord bless 12 this year.
Yeah.
And women want that commitment, from us as men.
Right.
And all that other stuff, yeah, it's fine. Let's say you don't want to get married in America, cool. But why haven't you went somewhere else and get married? That's the only question I have. I don't think it takes 10 years to go somewhere else to get married.
So a lot of the decisions I made before this point, I wasn't very responsible. Then it's been more of a process of me getting myself together, like getting my mind right. Like, so I wasted a lot of years, like focused on the wrong things.
How many
but
years?
She stuck it out with me since 2012. So it's been a long time. I wasn't always on my game. Like right now, like I'm in a better spot. But it's like before, it's like my mind wasn't like right. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't prioritizing those things. And now I start to realize it, but it came at a cost. And I'm just grateful that she's still here with me, like, because she stuck it through.
And how old are you, brother?
34 this next month.
34. Okay. You put that woman through a lot.
Yeah.
You need to marry her. You got a baby right there. That baby needs stability.
Yeah. You want to,
and that baby does not have stability. Mom doesn't have stability. You need brother. You admit it. You put her through a lot. She's still there. So obviously she love you.
Yeah.
You need. I don't care if you have a small ceremony or something like that. You want to do something big later, fine. But you need to marry her, brother. In 2023, you need to marry her.
Quick question. Would you like to ask her?
If she want to talk to me, I gladly talk to her.
Hey, snick about him. Come here. Come here. Go ahead.
Hi.
What is your name? God, I'm not gonna call you that name.
Nases.
What is your name?
Nases.
Nases?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was talking to your man here, and he explained that over the years that y'all been together, and his head wasn't in the right place, and you still stuck by him because obviously you love him, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And I was discussing with him that since you've been there and you love him and you have a beautiful little girl and all of that, that he needs to marry you. So the question I have is this: if he would say, hey, baby, I want to get married this year, even if it's not the biggest thing in the world, but I really want to get married because we need to solidify, our relationship. We need to have stability for our little girl and you. And I'm a different man now, and we really need to do this. Would you do that?
Yeah. Honestly, like we've been talking, I'm fine with just a domestic partnership. I just want the legal stuff there. In terms of like paperwork and everything. But
so basically, you want to be married.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Yes, you want. Yes, just yes. So, brother, just like I thought. And how long have you been feeling that way? How many years?
I feel like since we've been together.
God damn.
Okay. All right. So, brother, what are you waiting on? Because see, let me tell you something. She sounds like she's a good woman because she's stuck with your behind. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you waiting on? Because sometimes they got good women out here that some of you brothers are with, and you play games too much, and then they eventually get tired and leave, and you want to say, oh, these women and this, that, and the third. But that's a good woman right there to stick with you all this time and having a child with you, and you still haven't made her Mrs. whatever your last name is. Come on, brother.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's not something that I'm going to do. It's just
what is the hold up, brother? You got 10 years in.
It's not that I'm scared of nothing. It's just I have to deal with, taking care of my mother at the time. That's kind of been bothersome.
What your mama got to do with your wife?
A lot. She can't take care of herself.
Once again, why would that hold you back from marrying your wife? I don't understand that.
Then shit. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Brother, I'm just asking you a question. I'm a married man.
I get you.
I don't know what the hell. I'm just in my mind. I'm trying to do one thing at a time, but I mean, it is kind of like.
Well, family. Listen, brother. The reason why I'm passionate about this because family is important, right? She said she said she loves you. I know she loves you. She stuck with you all this time. She seemed like she's a good woman. She needs that stability. Okay, she needs that stability. Your little girl needs that stability. It's not that very hard to do. If you want to go to the justice of the peace, it's not that hard. I'll tell you the process. You go down to the county clerk down there at the courthouse. Say, hey, we want to get married. We want to apply for a marriage license. You go down there. You pay the fee, whatever it is in your state. You pay the fee. She signed. You sign. Then either you get a preacher or some ordained minister to marry you, or you can do it in the court. Whatever. I suggest have a little ceremony and get your marriage blessed. I don't really support the justice of the peace thing, but you can do that. Do that, man. Just do what I'm telling you. God will bless your marriage, bless your union, and now you got stability, and you and your wife can work together to help your mom. Who say you can't help your mom because you got a wife?
Nobody said that.
Yeah. So just think about what I'm saying, because good women eventually get tired, brother. And they want a man that's going to commit to them. She's giving you 10 years and a child.
No, I'm not. I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying I'm committed without it, but I definitely do want to do that. I just haven't made it like a prime focus.
But to me, it sounds like you're afraid of commitment.
Oh no, definitely not. I'm not afraid of that.
Why can't she be the missus?
No, she can. I just haven't been focused on it. Like I've been too focused on like, I guess it's more so like make for sure that if I'm gonna do something, make for sure I'm actually that guy without the ring in the paper saying it for me. Like it speaks for itself. You know how people get titles and stuff, but it's like they're not really that person. I want to make for sure I actually am behaving in a way that a man is supposed to. That's what I meant by my head wasn't right. My priorities wasn't straight. And I don't want to do it for the sake of like people, because that's been my biggest issue. Doing things for the sake of people, giving me validation rather than me saying, this is who I know this is who I am. And I'm not being like psychologically pushed into doing it, like being, false behind it. Like, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And I have been recognizing a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely not taking for granted what you're telling me. I promise you that. It's just,
I'm gonna say this. Listen, I support the brothers all day long. I really do. But if it was my daughter I would have told her to leave you.
Fair.
Because in my opinion, brother, you're playing games. You can marry her tomorrow. You can marry her Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. She wants to be married. She's a good woman. She's with you. What more you need to figure out? You know how many men out here that would love to have a good woman? They have to leave this doggone country to go get a woman. And you got
True.
one. And you still need to figure it out after 10 doggone years?
I mean, I
It
see
ain't
how
nothing
you
more to figure out. Either you're going to be with her or you're not. That's just it at this point.
True. But it's like, again, I'm not saying that I'm not with her. It's not that. It's just, I don't want to put all my
marrying
there,
her.
No, I'm not taking that for granted. I'm just saying that I'm not going to put all my business, but it's not as simple as that based on my situation. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not going to say too much because this is the internet, but I'm not taking for granted what you're saying. I promise you that. But you definitely are right, though. And
well, all thing I'm saying is this. She says she wants to be married. She's been wanting to be married for years. How much longer does she need to wait for you? How many more years? I mean, you tell me. How long is it going to take for you to be ready? We 10 years in already. So how many more years? This is starting year 11.
I don't want to say, but I got you though.
All right, brother. Like I said, I can't do nothing. I mean, I'm just the voice of reason. Like I said, I believe in family. I believe, children need stability. In our Black community, children don't have stability. I know you're there, but let's be all the way there. That's the only thing that I'm saying.
Kind of like
the baby needs that. You need that. Believe it or not, you realize you need it.
I'm gonna get you. I'm on you. She laughing at me. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, but she gonna play this back and she'll like, yeah, he was right too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you in trouble.
I already know I'm gonna get you in trouble. I know I done got you in trouble. Oh, don't write me no nasty email.
But hey, you better not. But I got you, bro. I promise you I will make that happen.
Are you about to get in trouble? You say you better not. I heard you back there.
No, I ain't gonna get in trouble, but I am gonna be in trouble. You feel me? So it's like, yeah.
All right. All right,
I appreciate you, brother.
All right, man. All right. Listen, man. Listen here. Some of you brothers got good women. Some of you do. And I've heard this many times. Well, I'm just trying to figure things out. I'm just trying to this. I'm worried about this. I'm like, man, a woman that gave you 10 years, a woman that gave you 5 years. What else do you need to figure out, bro? I mean, what are you afraid of? Everything in life could fail. Businesses can fail. Trust me. I've done things and they didn't work out. I've created channels. I've done merchandise. I've done all kinds of things. I was even married before and that failed, right? They didn't make me feel, oh, well, since that failed, I'm not going to know. I learned from my previous, issues. I assessed what was right, what was wrong, what I should have done, what I shouldn't have tolerated. Then I brought that into, okay, now I'm ready to be out here again. And then I guess I ended up meeting my wife. And it's been a lot better this time because I learned from all my previous mistakes the first time. But I've never been afraid to say, hey, because I believe in stability. Even when I talk about passport, bro, I'm talking about it so you guys can go find you a wife. I'm not talking about it so you guys can go trick. You can trick here. If you got a good woman in the house, like I said, I got daughters. I would not want my daughter in that situation. Why can't you get married? Why? My mama. Who gonna stop you from taking care of your mama? Your wife will help you. I see him down there talking. Nobody's mentioning his job. I don't know what he do for a living. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know about his money. I don't care less about the money. That's not my business. I'm not paying the man's bills or anything. I don't think I'm saying it's just a stability part. So what y'all saying down there, I don't know. Because I talked to him. I can only go on what I talked about. But it's just stability. That's all. I like stability. Me personally, I like stability. I can't do that. Well, let's just see what happens. No, I wouldn't even be with a woman that talk like that. So Anyway, it's getting late.
Wow.
King Fox.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Not much, bro. 10 years since I subscribed you since high school.
Man, that's been a minute.
Yeah. From an advice show media to the African Diaspora News Channel, man. Long time support, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So what's on your mind, man? Real quick, because I'm gonna have to wrap this up. Unfortunately, I was looking at my time. I'm like, I gotta go in there with mama.
Yes, man. I traveled last year to DR and I love it, man.
What city did you go to?
DR.
What
Santo
city did you
Domingo,
go to?
the capital, Santo Domingo.
Oh, Santo Domingo. Okay,
that's where my mother's from.
Oh, that's your mother's from. Okay,
yes.
So your mom's Dominican.
Yes, she has a property over there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so are you getting your girlfriend or woman's from there, or she?
That's my next goal.
Oh, get you a woman from back home.
Yes, probably gonna stay over there too, because
you should. You should. Like I said, if you got a good job, a good situation, and the woman, is throwing down in the kitchen, because I know that Latino culture very well. That the women are taught to cook very, very good.
They do.
Yeah. So yeah, So you want to like just meet somebody, eventually get married?
Yeah, and that's not just DR, to many other countries too, because you can't get nowhere in this country, America, as well. Because I had a friend.
All right.
I show a house because I live in Jersey, and that house that I show her is like $500K, and she saw that price. She was astounded.
Right. Yeah. That's like I said, no doubt, brother, no doubt. I hear you. And you when you're in your 20s, right?
Yes.
That's good. You're traveling early. You're thinking about family. Because like I said, I think, the good thing is, like I said, when you're young, I think you should find your wife when you're young and establish something. By the time you get my age, you'll be sitting right. Of course, picking the right woman, of course, not just any old woman, of course, a woman that's not out here dressing all, ratchet, modern woman look, a woman who's modest, a woman that comes from a good family, a woman that's actually raised to be a wife, that kind of woman, that's the ones you want to, one that's very feminine, not feminist. That's what you definitely got to look for, ones that take care of themselves, physically in the gym, doing their thing.
Yep, of course.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, young brother, I appreciate you coming up, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks.
All right, brother. All right, let's see. Hold on, where we at here? This is the last person I'm gonna let up here. Nate, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Phil?
Long
time subscriber, huge fan.
All right, appreciate you.
So I try to make it short and sweet. One, to talk about the topic that you were talking about.
Yes, sir.
So obviously my name on here is not Nate DC. I see that often. You can't, at least in this environment, probably with I'm in DC's urban, and I'm right within the city. You can see a lot of the of these interactions, and it's toxic.
Hold on, brother. Give me a quick second. Gail at Night has gifted 5 memberships. Gail has been very generous to y'all, so thank our sister Gail at Night for that. I just want to make sure to give her props. Yeah, say the advice show. Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely rebrand. Okay, go ahead, brother. I just want to make sure to give Gail her props.
Of course. So this one time I'm coming down to my house, and it's this couple having a argument. Now the woman is trying to go after the guy. The guy is clearly trying to walk away from him. Well, he's trying to walk away from her. She races up to him, and he's Hispanic, and he had long hair.
Okay.
And she catches his long hair, and I see them tussling. She literally ripped the hair out of its roots.
Oh.
And he's still trying to go away from her. And I've had my experiences too, of just, so it's a lot of mental illness out there. So you just kind of just walk away from it, because you're not going to put your hands on a woman. It's too easy to get locked up in the system.
Oh yes, definitely in America.
So definitely, I have seen that, and unfortunately, we probably going to still see that.
Well, I tell men, if a woman even get in your face and even just cuss you out like in an aggressive manner, because I'm a firm believer, don't cuss me out. You can cuss about something, but don't cuss me out. I think I really view cussing me out, especially with a woman I'm with, is so disrespectful.
Yeah, and it's
so
aggressive.
manly at the same time.
It's aggressive,
and I get disgusted by that. And I would, like I said, I would break up with a woman if she done something like that. If I was a single man,
yeah,
I do not tolerate disrespect.
You need to back up.
Yeah, because if she can cuss you out, she's gonna try to punch you out.
Yeah, and you don't know if she's packing.
That's another thing too. These little women be carrying these 380s and all that, and they're emotional, and they end up shooting your behind, and then they say, "Oh, he tried to do this to me," and then she go home.
Yeah. Second point I wanted to make was about Ethiopia.
Okay.
So of course in DC we have a huge Ethiopian population. I've been to Ethiopia twice, planning my next trip actually in March. I'm about to catch that flight. If anyone is interested in doing that, don't expect to get a job over there. So you need to have a sustainability plan or whatever you're going to do. So just the cost of living is extremely low. So even if you're making, 35, 40, if you can bring that over there, you'll be doing quite well. Doctors, I think, make what, $4,000 or $5,000 a year.
And well, yeah, I've been to Ethiopia. Well, listen, African in general. If you're gonna move to an African country, don't go there with that westernized thinking of looking for a job.
Yeah,
you got to already have a business or creating businesses while you're there. Like you have to be an entrepreneur on the continent. Even the most poor person is an entrepreneur. You see them on the side of the road selling fruit, selling different merchandise. They're trying to do something to make some money. There's no jobs out there for them. Like I've been to Ethiopia, so there's no jobs out there. I've seen them do it.
I've been in Addis and I've been in Nazareth.
Yeah, well, I've been to Addis and Mekelle.
Okay.
And Tigray.
Another thing to think about are ways of doing business and ways of getting around laws. So if you want to get a car, you want to bring it to Ethiopia. Say you buy a car for $20,000. The way the tax VAT works, whatever the value of that car is how much it's going to cost you to import that car into the country. A way of getting around that, if you register that company, that car or vehicle for a company. So if you lease out a property and then you Airbnb it or so, you could use that car or that vehicle under the name of that company for your Airbnb, and you can get around that huge 50% tax that you pay to import the car to actually have a car in the city.
Yeah, that's good advice. Because like I said, I have, the way in Kenya, I have an extension of our company in Kenya. I'm definitely going to be looking to expand into South Africa as well. But yeah, and I know I want to probably create a real estate company over there too. When I start doing all my Airbnb stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely you got to get some businesses and relationships with people. And like I say, Africa's wide open. African countries are so wide open for us as Black Americans. That's why I'm saying you already got the game on a whole lot of it. You see how wide open it is. And some of these brothers that be going through things here, I'm like, man, go over there, bro. Go over there. You've been in Ethiopia. You talking about traditional, if you're looking for a traditional wife, that's a place to go get one.
Definitely. But you still have to vet them.
Oh, of course you got to vet the woman.
Take your time.
Every woman that show up is like, oh my God, no. You have to vet any person you talk to, no matter who they are. Women are women, no matter what country they are.
Yeah, but yes, they are. They're very feminine. They're beautiful, and just being a visitor, they wanted to show me hospitality. So without me even paying for things, they were inviting me to different shows and different things in the city because since I was a foreigner, they wanted to make me feel welcome. And the brothers would just say, "Hey, welcome home, brother."
Yeah.
So when
I was in Ethiopia, man, when they heard I was Black American, they had some older brothers, man. They hugged me and threw me off, and they're like, "Man, welcome home." They say, "We're so glad you came," and I'm like, it just threw me completely off. I never had that kind of reception before from anybody. Like the way they were genuine about it. It wasn't like they was like on some BS with me about it. I was like, man, okay, this is, you know, like I said, it was really an experience for me when I first went, because that's the first country I went to was Ethiopia in 2018. It was really an experience. And at the time I was like, I don't even want to go back. That's how much I loved it. I didn't want to come back to the US.
So one last quote. What you said was what another man said, and I experienced. And he was Ethiopian, but he mostly grew up here. But when he finally went back home and was there for a while, and this is before he got married, he said, when you come back, you're gonna feel depressed.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. I felt depressed.
Yeah, because you back in this place.
Yeah,
you gotta watch what you say, watch what you do, because it's too easy to be up on the news for some foolishness. So yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like so are you married to an Ethiopian?
Hopefully in the future.
Okay, so you're looking.
Yeah, definitely. So
you'll find one, and because matter of fact, the sister that's on my channel, or at least my news channel, Sister Wangel, she's Ethiopian. She recently showed me a wedding they had. Boy, their weddings be fly.
Yeah,
like
I've seen them.
all the pictures and everything.
I've seen them. So you have to kind of learn some of the dances too, but they're very comedy.
Man,
so
the Ethiopians had me trying to learn the dance and everything in 2018 before when I left Mekele.
And hey, YouTube is a great resource of all knowledge. Pick up some Amharic. So if you want to even know what some people are saying around you, maybe you can't speak it. The alphabet takes a while to learn. It's going to still take me a while to learn the alphabet, but at least with certain terms, you will get far. And
well,
the other brother
because
was
it's gonna
saying,
take you a long time. Because from what I was just told the other day, I think Sister Wangel told me the Ethiopian alphabet has 360 characters.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
The funny thing about the
characters.
The funny thing about the language was that it was originally an alphabet for a completely different language that was forgotten. So then the whole alphabet had to be reinterpreted into what it's used now.
Yeah,
so that's a little history tidbit.
Man, I greatly appreciate you coming up, man. It's good to talk to you definitely about Ethiopia, because I'm definitely trying to make that trip now. You know, definitely there are things can calm down in Tigray, because I wanted to go back to Tigray, but they had so many issues and problems. So hopefully, you know, whenever I go, hopefully things can get back the way it was. Because the people in Tigray treated me so nice, you know.
Okay.
And Mekele and all of that. And
if you say it on the channel, and if I'm there, I'll treat you to a cup of Abuna or whatever else you like. So definitely, hopefully I get a chance to see you over there.
All right, yeah, no problem. Make sure you eat a lot of injera for me. I love injera.
Okay. Thanks for having me.
All right, brother.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you joining us on the show. Like I said, I need to go ahead and turn on in. I went a little later than what I wanted to, but we'll definitely see you on the next upload.